Alright, today I'm talking about the 5 stages of a simp. So here we have Mr. Simp down here, and here's the girl he likes. And phase 1 is infatuation and fantasy. Now, we've all watched Disney and seen social media and have rough ideas of how we're expected to behave. And in this stage, the man, the simp, is starting to pedestalize the woman. He thinks she's the greatest thing alive. She's amazing and she's the one for him, right? So he starts projecting traits onto her that he values or thinks she has, when maybe, and most likely in reality, she doesn't have those traits. Okay, so another stage here is the simp starts saying to himself in his own head, she's not like other girls, right? Like, she's unique, she's different, and he starts to completely fantasize about this idea of her. So another piece of this stage is stalking on social media, right? So going through all of her Instagram, Facebook, looking at everything about her, and just being head over heels about her. So he thinks that attention equals love, and that is phase 1. And then in phase 2, Mr. Simp here starts to over-invest in her, right? So he literally starts to put her on a pedestal right here, and as you can see on the expression on her face, she freaks out, she doesn't know what to do about it, and things start to go south. So excessive compliments, gifts, or favors. I've fallen into this trap where there was a girl I was hanging out with, and she started to ask me, hey, can you watch my cats? And I drove like literally an hour each way twice a day for a few days to take care of them, right? And that is excessive over-investment. I didn't get anything out of it, right? He starts to drop his own goals or hobbies, right? So to try and hang out with her or see her or whatever, give attention to her, he stops working out, he stops pursuing his hobbies and interests, and starts giving her more attention, okay? And so, good morning and good night texts. There is this smoking hot Mexican girl that I found on Instagram. I think she actually liked one of my posts first, and I rizzed her up, texted her at night. That was cool. And then what I fucked up with is I committed the grave sin of texting good morning, and she ghosted me from there on out. So this is fine if you're dating and all this, but if it's just talking or whatever, this is like, she basically thinks like, doesn't this guy have anything else going on? Like, literally the first thing he texts me in the morning is good morning. Shouldn't this dude be at work, right? So he starts to become her emotional support, not a romantic interest, right? So girls have guy friends, right? And a lot of times they're just there for attention, validation, and emotional support, and he's trying to smash but has no idea what he's doing. So phase 3 is the friend zone or rejection. This is where you start to get put in a category, right? And so usually she just likes the attention, and the guy thinks he's gonna get something out of this. So she starts to rationalize, he starts to rationalize about she's just being needy, I'm doing all these things for her, but she's just needy, and or she's been hurt before, right? So I just gotta figure out what she wants and keep giving it to her, okay? So essentially he starts to simp harder, right? And eventually, maybe he makes a move. Hey, I like you, right? Or something happens and she goes, I think we're better as friends. Let's just be friends. So we enter now into stage 4, or phase 4, bitterness and rage. One of the best stages, to be honest. So the simp starts to resent all women, says all women are trash, they're all the same, all these things, and starts, spewing out catchphrases like, nice guys finish last, bad boys finish on her face, and all this fun stuff. Mostly attributed to red pill. So red pill overdose. He goes down the rabbit holes on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and just consumes this, with a passion, trying to figure out what he did wrong, what to do next, how to fix it, and all of this. So a common thing is he'll just withdraw from dating, and then we enter into stage 5 or phase 5, where there's basically 2 directions he could go, right? So it could be an awakening or a collapse. So an awakening would be Mr. Simp down here, who's pissed off, right? Realizes self-worth and self-improvement is number 1. Maybe you should focus on improving yourself rather than chasing some bitch, right? So you can actually feel good about yourself, build yourself up, because you're going to be around yourself 24/7, 365. This girl is just going to go find Chad. So building purpose, discipline, and boundaries is what could happen. The guy starts to try and make more money, go to the gym, develop social skills, develop interests and hobbies, and actually have discipline and do these things every day, so he gets a little better every day, and has boundaries, and it's like, nah, I'm not gonna drive 2 hours each way to take care of your cats this week. I got shit to do, right? And so, he learns how to lead and not beg, right? Because women are kind of like cats. The more you try and go after them, the more they run away. And so the alternative here, this is obviously the best case scenario, would be the collapse path. So, Mr. Simp down here goes through these 4 phases, right? Gets to the bitterness and rage phase, and then if he collapses, basically he stays stuck in bitterness, hates all women, ignores them, turns kind of reclusive and becomes chronically online. So he's on Reddit, he's in the little incel forums or whatever the fuck he's got going on. He's just getting that confirmation bias. Yeah, all women are trash, they all just want your money and don't care about you, right? And he eventually might start simping again. So he gets angry and all this, but then he finds another girl. And then he goes through these 4 phases again. And so obviously the answer that you're looking for should be right here. Focusing on yourself, building yourself up, and really ideally attracting the woman that you like. I hope this video helped. Click the video appearing on your screen, and I'll see you on the next one.